Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for me to have a conversation with a woman of faith called Faith. Hi. Woman of faith, right?
Yeah,
You
sure.
really love God, eh?
I do.
And you love your guy.
I love Bonnie so much.
Man, you're literally even glowing just mentioning his name, eh?
Yeah, I have to. Yeah, he's just a cool guy.
He's just a cool guy.
I love him.
Yeah.
I love everything about him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was it about him that made you, I don't know, fall in love with him?
And he's a church guy.
It is a church guy, eh?
Oh yeah. So one of the things that really attracted me to Bonnie is from him, that how he loved God. It's just that guy who goes so deep in word.
Yeah.
And so that really moved me. And also the way he's so kind to people. So he became so kind to me. And then he's so faithful and someone you can trust with.
Yeah.
So I think that is one of the things that I loved about Bonnie.
Yeah.
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 And is he your first relationship?
No, he is not.
He's not, eh?
He is not. I was dating before I met him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Churchman?
Not really. Not really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how was your upbringing, Faith, as a girl growing into a woman? How was it?
Oh yeah, so I've been brought up by my parents and they are Christians.
Yeah.
So I've been brought up from church.
Yeah.
Like I got born again when I was 13.
Wow.
Yeah.
And how old are you right now? How
I'm
young are you?
26.
Oh, you're 26. So
Yeah.
13 years
Yeah.
in faith, huh?
Yeah,
Okay.
13 years in faith.
Okay. Do you sometimes hear the bad stuff that you hear about marriage? This and this has happened, even to Christian marriages. And
yeah.
does that scare you?
Before it was
Yeah.
scaring me because there are couples that have been in my life. They are Christians yet, but you see, things are so different. Like they cannot agree anymore. They are not faithful to each other, and they cannot trust each other anymore.
And I can imagine when you're dating, you're like, we're going to do this God's way and all that kind of stuff. So how
Yeah.
did it feel when you had to postpone your wedding, and by extension you're postponing your honeymoon, and by extension how was that? How was that going on for you?
Wow. That it was so hard because I was waiting for Bonnie to tell me, because I could keep on asking him, babe, are we still getting married in
You call him
December?
babe?
Yeah, I call him babe. So, but he said, at some point, he said, no, we cannot. And then he explained, he gave me the reasons why we could not get married this December. And so it was so difficult for me.
Do you feel like you're ready for marriage?
I feel I am ready. I think I've become so ready during this COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you mentioned also one of the challenges actually you face is especially finances.
Yeah.
Even sometimes the point that even just going out on a date, like there's no finances for that.
Yeah.
Are you sometimes concerned that even if there's no money for like a date, what about money in marriage? Like what's going to happen in marriage?
Oh yeah,
Yes.
so that has been one of my deep thoughts,
Yeah.
Especially during this time, because I remember there's a time that we really wanted to go for a date,
Yeah.
but we did not have money.
Yeah.
But I could not want him to go and borrow money for us to go for a date.
Yeah.
But just to be patient. So I've learned to be patient with him. He has learned to be patient with me. So because of that, I really suggested that we would love to begin a business even before we are not yet married.
Yeah, wonderful. It's been a pleasure speaking
Yeah.
with you. Clearly, you are a woman in love.
Yes, yeah.
Even your smile and your laughter tells it all.
Thank
so
you.
thank you so much, Faith, for having this personal conversation with me.
Yeah,
Thank you
yeah.
so much for sharing your journey with me.
Yeah.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I have been speaking with Faith, and after the break, I'll be having a conversation with her babe. Yeah, Mr. So we can get to have a conversation together and then get to explore this with Mr. Bonnie as he gets to share his perspective as a man. Stay tuned to Decoded. It is now time for me to have a conversation with Mr. Bonnie himself. Hey, Bonnie, look at you sitting like a gentleman full of confidence.
Thank you, Dad.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You are certain you found your helpmate. You're the one.
You're right.
Uh-huh.
I am certain, certain, always.
Always, eh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was it about her that makes you so certain? Like, there are billions of women in this world. Why Faith?
For 1,000,001 reasons. One, she's my best friend. For us, I think for me, it was love at first sight. When I saw her the first day, something in me grew, and I didn't know exactly what it was. And I found that inner instinct that told me this is the right girl.
Yeah.
And I pursued her for 8 months.
For 8 months.
Yeah.
You're just pursuing her. She
Pursuing
was
her.
not yet yielding,
Yeah,
but you're still pursuing
yeah,
her.
Pursuing her
Oh.
for 8 months.
Oh,
Yeah.
You're quite persistent, eh?
I
Some men
am.
cannot even stand a month.
I think it's just going for what you love,
Yeah.
what it's yours. Yeah, just
Okay.
paying the cost.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was she your first relationship?
No. Before I met Faith in 2019, I was in a relationship in 2018 with a friend from home.
Okay.
But we disagreed on my calling to ministry. I knew I was in the university, I did a bachelor's degree. I didn't want to pursue that as my entire life.
So what you
pursuit.
studied, you did not want to
I didn't want
follow
to
that
pursue
as
it.
a
I was
career.
feeling convinced and according to do something different. And for her, she wasn't for that idea. So we disagreed on that. And for me, because ministry is such a consideration for me, I thought, let me not do the direction.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. You mentioned that you're convicted
Yeah.
to pursue ministry.
Yeah.
Which ministry specifically?
I feel the Lord has called me to pastorate, to pastoral ministry,
Yeah.
where full-time I am a pastor working in a church.
Okay.
And I also feel like the Lord has called me to do a church plant,
Okay.
or plant a church of my own, or with a ministry of my own. That's what we up to, and that's why I'm doing the program that I am doing. It's to empower me, equip me for the skills that I need to have
Okay.
to answer this.
Okay.
Yeah,
So you're seeing yourself as becoming a pastor?
you're
Okay.
right.
Okay.
You're right.
So that means also, since you studied a different bachelor's degree, you're intending also to study theology?
Sure.
Uh-huh.
But you see, there's the opportunity that's with my undergraduate, I can do a different postgraduate program. But I would want to study theology. I'm also doing small details of theology here and there, the doctrines and such kind of things. They allowed us to do that as we do the internship program for the 2 years. Being in the ministry and having like a salary at the end of the month has taught us to just always be going to God to ask for provision. It reminds us often and many times that He is the owner of cattle on 1,000 hills. So for us, it's been a journey of trusting God for provision, and we have seen Him provide even for our finances, even paying our bills. We have seen the Lord provide and do those things. So in marriage, we know the one who called us is faithful to marriage. He will make us skillful. He tells us He will teach our hands to be skillful. And I know He'll definitely do that, and He'll give us resources and finances even in our marriage when we get there.
Yeah.
So I'm not worried. I am not.
Yeah.
I am not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not worried for that.
So in marriage, you're looking forward to like even your bills, like the rent,
Bills,
the food,
for
all that kind of
example, maybe I
stuff to be
should
taken
say
care of.
this.
Mhm.
Faith will engage in business.
Okay.
That's what we want. We want to start to begin family business, and she'll be the person doing that as I serve in church.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Wonderful, wonderful. It's been a pleasure having this conversation
Thank
with
you
you,
so
Bonnie.
much.
Thank you so much for sharing all this with me. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I've been speaking with this man who's given his heart to God as he looks forward to getting married. And after this, I'll have a conversation with the both of them, with Bonnie and Faith, so that we can decode this.